Got a couple words for the people, man.
Listen, if you want something different, you got to do something different. Keep betting on yourself. Use these apps as an opportunity. That's it. St. Louis is representing. Me and Trader know what's up. I need y'all to follow suit.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back. I'm your boy, the Dashing Trader, and on this channel, I show you my daily life. I show you what goes on. Mostly, I show you how I make my money using the gig apps and the gig economy. And today, we got a very special episode for you today. So if you clicked on this video, you probably saw the thumbnail, and you know we're gonna be meeting up with somebody today. But before we get into that, I want to just touch on one thing real quick. Let's talk about DoorDash for a second. And it's been a lot of talk in the community lately about people, you know, speaking negatively about DoorDash or vice versa, people being too positive about DoorDash. And I just want to say, look, DoorDash, just like all these other gig apps, are just that, a gig app. Use it for your benefit. If that's, you know, being positive and showing your results, or if that's being negative and crying about it. Me personally, I say, do what works for you, because it doesn't bother me to see the negativity or the positivity. I can learn something from both sides of the equation, and I myself at different times can be positive when it comes to DoorDash and negative, because I mean, hey, let's face it, I'm probably one of the most negative people when it comes to DoorDash, because I straight up, you know, did what I did back in the day was, as far as, you know, the videos I used to make. But moving forward, I'm not doing that no more, but I'm also still doing my thing, my way. And that's really what I want to come on here to say is, do your thing your way. If you helping somebody out there by being negative, I say keep it up, because in that negativity, it may be some positive information that could help somebody. Look, I think they just almost got into an accident. Be careful out here. I'm parked in this little parking spot right here, and this U.S. Foods truck pulled up, and they just basically unloading right in the middle of the street. But look, I'm getting off topic. Do what works for you, right? If venting on social media works for you, hey, vent, get it out. But at a certain point in time, you got to realize it's only so far that you can get with just venting and not actually putting any action behind all that complaining and crying. You know, a lot of times we sit up there and say, hey, just shut up and, you know, suck it up and get to work and put your big boy pants on and do what you got to do, right? And that may be true to a certain extent, but there's also a side of the coin where that nagging and that bitching and that complaining could be therapeutic for some. And I do realize that, and I don't want to downplay that, because there is a psychological aspect to what we do as far as dealing with these gig apps. And I know it's as petty as it can sound, like we sitting up here talking about how bad it is to accept and decline trash offers, right? I get it. But at the end of the day, there's a psychological aspect to it, and having somewhere you can go to listen to somebody who has similar views as far as, you know, venting about the negative aspects of any given gig app, I could understand the value in that. And to all those content creators out there who make those type of videos, I say keep it up. I know everybody ain't gonna agree with that, and that's okay. I'm not here to please everybody, but I say keep it up. Do what works for you. If you're seeing positive results from being negative, do that, because you know what, it's not just our niche, it's a lot of niches out there where, you know what, there has to also be a negative side to the positivity, and everything balances out. And then there's also gonna be some neutrality, some neutral channels in there too, so that's fine. I make this video to inspire everybody, no matter what kind of content you make, because from my point of view, I love seeing content in all its forms. Content that may be viewed as negative, positive, neutral, all of it. So I am here to encourage you to keep it up, keep making those videos, and if you can become 1% better on with your content every time you upload, that's a win. That's a win for you, and not only you, that's a win for the community and for the viewers that watch those videos. Woo! I know that was a lot, but look, now that we done with all that, let's go ahead and get right into today's video, what we're gonna be doing. I am gonna go ahead and fire up DoorDash today, because you know what, I'm over here in this little area, in this nice little part of town, and you know what, I feel like it might be some money over here, so we're gonna go ahead and see. Let me get my screen recording going right about now, and we're gonna do that right there. Boom. Now that we got that going, I want to see right now if when I fire up my app, let's see what we got going on. It says, okay, it says it's busy right now in the area I'm at. The current earn by time is at $13 an hour. Now I got a notification yesterday that they would be raising the earn by time pay by a whole dollar, y'all. So I'm guessing that it must have been $12 before this. Back in Sioux Falls, where I just came from, it was actually a whopping $10, if you can believe it. So they actually had a $12 earn by hour feature out here, and they raised it by $1. So it's now sitting at $13 for every hour in DoorDash pay, from when you accept the order to when you drop it off, and customer tips are additional on top of that guaranteed 13 per hour. But here's what you got to realize. They specifically say right here, and this is where there's been a lot of confusion when it comes to drivers not understanding the time frames they talking about. They say from when you accept the order, right? So that means from when you click accept. Now in the past, it's been situations where people have reported that they actually started their timer when they click arrived at the store and not accept. So this is actually something that I'm seeing new. Let me know in the comments below, have you been seeing anything similar, different wording, different verbiage using when they expressing the time frames when it comes to this earn by time feature? And also let me know, what are they currently offering in your area? Because right here in St. Louis, Missouri, we in the Webster Groves market right now, they offering $13 an hour. Now I'm not sure if that changes per zone that you hop to, but they saying right here that you're gonna earn $13 an hour in this zone. And I'm not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying that that's a $1 increase from what they was doing. So like I was saying in my previous video that I just posted the other day, if you want to go ahead and check that one out, I'm gonna put a link up to that video right here. I was explaining how DoorDash is doing some things right. Man, that car got super close to my damn car. They better watch where they're going. They are doing some things right. But the thing is, yeah, watch where you going, bro. They doing some things right, but the thing is, you gotta realize $1 is a good step in the right direction, but it ain't the end all be all, right? We need to see a little bit more, like closer to what they doing over in New York, right? Adding more than just $1. You know, I want to see something close to that $20 an hour mark, and then we can talk about actually seeing something that can impact the community right now. Not saying, you know what? Let me just scratch all that. I'm gonna delete all that part out the video. I'm gonna end it with this. It was at 12 and now it's at 13. So that proves to you right there that things are heading in the right direction, and DoorDash is listening and they implementing things, and they hear us in the community saying that, look, it ain't enough. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't plan on doing DoorDash forever. So these changes that we push for and these improvements to the app and to driver experience that we push for within the app, is not to benefit me, because I'm not gonna be doing this forever. I'm not gonna be doing this full time for the rest of my life, or in the next couple years. To be honest with you, the more content I create, I plan on doing less gig work, right? But the content I create, I want it to benefit future drivers, current and future drivers, from now into the future, right? So that's why I push so hard for these things to be implemented, and I want to bring these to our attention when they do happen, and go ahead and give DoorDash their kudos when they do things, but to not stop there and make sure that we continue to go in the right direction. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and hit dash now. I ain't gonna hit earn by time because I ain't ready for all that just yet. You know, when I was in Sioux Falls, they sent me some crazy orders. I'm talking about 18 miles outside of downtown Sioux Falls. So I don't know, I don't think it's gonna be nothing crazy ridiculous like that, but we still gonna hold off on the earn by time. I'm gonna do earn by order. Alrighty, so we right here at Panera, and look who it is, if you can even believe it. It's Mr. Bet-On-You himself.
Bet on you, baby.
You got a couple words for the people, man?
Listen, if you want something different, you gotta do something different. Keep betting on yourself. Use these apps as an opportunity. That's it. St. Louis is representing. Me and Trader know what's up. I need y'all to follow suit.
Well, hey, you heard it right there from the man himself. The time for complaining is over. Get out there and get you some results, and it might work for you. Make sure you stay focused. Make sure you stay motivated. And if you like this video, make sure you check out this other one right here. This the one YouTube think you should watch, so you might as well go ahead and watch it. I mean, what the hell you waiting for? Ain't number earn opportunity. Come on, man. Stop playing with me.